Look who we found with our undercover cameras. It's baby Doc Duvalier, living it up in France while Haiti burns.
37 civilians have been killed by
Could this exiled Haitian dictator be planning to renew his bloody reign of terror and torture?
He loves his children in his country.
Baby, take a look at you now, and just tell us one thing. What's up, Doc?
His name is Jean-Claude Duvalier, but you probably remember him best as Baby Doc, the butcher of Haiti. Following the death of his father, Papa Doc, Jean-Claude headed a ruthless 15-year regime that turned that island nation into his own personal torture chamber until he was finally forced by his tormented people and pressure from our country into exile more than 5 years ago. But what an exile! We found this man with the blood of his people on his hands, living high in the hog, his wallet stuffed with our money.
When our undercover cameras caught up with him on a Paris street last week, he didn't look too evil or even violent. But that innocent, cherubic face hides a legacy of brutal dictatorship. It was a page of violent Haitian history that was supposed to have come to an end on the night of February 6th, 1986. With an angry country at his heels, Baby Doc drove himself under cover of darkness toward a waiting U.S. Air Force plane and a luxurious exile. With him, the pudgy dictator took his young, beautiful wife, Michelle, and much of the contents of the treasury of Haiti, already the hemisphere's poorest nation. Popular revolt had brought an abrupt end to the dynasty of the Duvaliers, a repressive reign which had lasted 30 years. But the democracy that people fought and died for didn't come easily to Haiti. Coups, killings, and a series of short-lived dictatorships followed Baby Doc's departure. Scores died at the hands of a violent and often unruly military. In December 1990, when Roman Catholic priest Jean-Bertrand Aristide became the first freely elected president in Haitian history, there seemed reason for hope. But the hope died quickly. On September 30th, 1991, Aristide was deposed by the military, whose power he had hoped to curb. With hundreds killed in the recent violence and his country in greater turmoil than ever, Baby Doc continues to live in lavish exile in France. Now it can be told obtained this exclusive footage of Duvalier as he greeted his lawyer and bodyguard in Paris. It provides a rare glimpse at a man who plundered a country, but who now shuns both attention and interview requests. His lawyer was a little more willing to speak, however, saying that reports of Baby Doc's looting were greatly exaggerated and that he had probably earned what he did take.
Haiti is frankly a splendid country. But it's also a country which I should not accept to be a president for, even if I was paid a tremendous amount.
And while Baby Doc himself is reluctant to antagonize the French government by speaking out on political matters, his lawyer apparently believes that Haiti could do worse than put the out-of-work dictator back in the driver's seat.
It's absolutely, without any doubt, that the general situation has not improved at all since he left, and at the contrary.
But to the millions who suffered under the Duvaliers, there is probably little that is as terrifying as the thought of Baby Doc returning to the presidency for the rest of his life, or for any portion of it.
Is Duvalier the once and future dictator? David Whipple heads up the Association of Former Intelligence Officers. He spent 35 years in the CIA and is a specialist in the world's so-called crisis areas. And Mr. Whipple, we definitely agree that Haiti is one of those crisis areas, don't we?
We certainly do.
All right, now, is Duvalier, as some fear, on his way back? Will this brutal dictator with blood on his hands pick up the pieces of his ravaged country? Will they look to him as the alternative?
No, I don't think so. I don't think the Haitian people would like him to go back. I'm very sure the United States government, and I'm very sure that the Organization of American States, who are interesting themselves very definitely in the Haitian situation right now, I don't think they would permit it.
But isn't the only institution that counts right now in Haiti the Army, and couldn't the Army merely summon back their commander-in-chief?
I suppose it's quite possible, but right now the Army seems to be totally out of control. The senior officers of the Army don't seem to be able to control their own troops.
That is another fear, that there's going to be a situation like Samuel Doe in Liberia where some sergeant's going to take over the army and indeed the nation next.
I suppose that's possible, but I think that the outside world, the OAS and the United States government are going to be very concerned with what's going on in Haiti right now. They're taking more attention paying more attention to Haiti than they have in the past. And I think they're going to have a say and a hand in what comes out of this crisis.
You know, many of my Haitian contacts and friends up here in the Northeast have been saying that Aristide was the savior. Here's a Roman Catholic priest, freely elected, the first freely elected president of that nation. You, however, I understand, share or hold a different view, that he is not the savior.
Well, to begin with, he is a Roman Catholic priest, and it's terribly true, as you say, that he is the first freely elected president of the country. On the other hand, even though he's a Catholic priest, he's very much a leftist. He's very subject to influence from the Cubans, and he surrounds himself with Cuban advisors and Cuban supporters as well. He also gets his support from the slum dwellers in the area around Port-au-Prince, around the capital. These people are wildly in support of him and wildly out of control. And he's using what he calls the will of the people, which takes the form of terrorism, basically, to subdue his opponents.
Thanks, David. That was David Whipple, the Executive Director of the Association of Former Intelligence Officers, and it certainly seems that for Haiti, the worst is yet to come.